This was a requested test. Today we are testing the capabilities and questioning whether these guys are worth it. The Flopie, Floppy, Flopie, I think it's Flopie. Let me read this. Flopie, yeah. Could be Floppy. I don't know. You call it whatever you want. It's your world. Do what you want. So, some things that are claimed is that when you do have them out, that they will clean up everything around the surrounding base area while you stand directly in the middle of the base, which is where the POW box is. So supposedly, if I stand here, the Floppies will pick up anything that is dropped. One thing that I've already noticed though, if you're going to your base, fast traveling into your base, and you already have these things out, takes a minute for them to appear. And then number two, even if you don't have them out, as soon as you get to your base, if you put them out, they will not go after anything that's already on the ground. They will only go after stuff that is on the ground dropped after you put them into your party. So with that being said, we're going to test them out over here, and then I'll show what was going on because I just left the main base and there will be a bunch of eggs and stuff like that on the ground. All right, I'm gonna stop the timer because this is pathetic. They've picked up like 2 rocks. So they've picked up 2 rocks plus 60 more pieces in 16 minutes. Like, look how much is still left on the ground after 16 minutes. So as far as mining goes, that is a no-go, which I don't even know why I'm picking this stuff up when all I've got to do is go over here, throw these 3 out. We'll throw him out as well. Throw these out, and then these guys out. And we know from the previous videos that we've done on transporting, 16 minutes is 2 minutes ahead of what one transporter did as an average. Yeah, the Ragnarok did it in 15 minutes. That was the slowest one out of the bunch. And then the Van Worm did it in 409, which was the fastest out of the bunch. Even with me trying to find and show you that, they're already done. 11 nodes in total, and they picked up 2.5 nodes. So they left 8.5 nodes on the ground with 4 Floppies that are on there as a leash. They left that much on the ground compared to just 1 transporter out of that grouping that I just showed. So yeah, for the mining fields, absolutely not. Garbage. And before anybody asks, yes, they are entirely maxed out, and they have decent stuff on them as well as far as their passive skills, but the passive skills don't really matter on anything that's on a leash or a glider. Whenever you build like a Gale Claw, it's the only time that they're benefited is through their partner skill. So with the Gale Claw, it doesn't matter if you have a bunch of good stuff on it or not. Like, you could have Runner, Swift, Legend, and all that stuff, and it's not going to affect the glider speed at all. The only thing that it affects the glider speed is literally the partner skill. So yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you guys this as well. Also, another thing to mention, my frame rate went down bad with having them 4 out there. And it's not just because it's 4 on a leash, because we've done the Daydreams before without any issue. So it's something with the Floppies that messes with the frame rate, because you can see now, like, my frame rate's not too bad. When I put these guys on, you can immediately tell that it's just dropped. Like, see the stutter that's happening right there? That's terrible. So we're gonna bring these guys over, and I'm gonna do it while not fast traveling because it'll take a minute for them to come up. But I'm gonna fast travel back over to the main base, and there should be a bunch of milk and eggs and stuff for them to pick up, which there is. A bunch of milk, eggs, and honey. So we'll put them out, and we could stand here all day. They're not gonna go pick that stuff up because it was already on the ground prior to us getting over here and for them to see it. Now, if I were to go over here, and as you can see, the frame rate is just terrible now. Like, having all the pals out in general, it's not near that bad. But, and even with all the stuff on the ground, it's not that bad. But when you put them Floppies on, I don't know what it is, but it's bad. But the only stuff that they'll pick up now is anything that is after the fact that is there. So anything that comes off of the ground now will be picked up, or comes onto the ground now will be picked up. They will go get stuff, and as soon as they pick it up, it's in your inventory. And they'll go pick up the berries, and they'll pick up the other stuff. But as you just saw with the mining team, as soon as stuff starts getting way ahead of them, they lose all train of thought. They completely just go goofy as soon as they start getting outpaced. If people are gold farming, this might be viable, but even with that, you have like multiple berry patches, they can go pick up the stuff. But like I said, if they start getting stuff starts getting ahead of them, they're just up to their necks in mud. They just don't move. And take that for what it is. And we're gonna start the timer. Let's go. Time. The good thing is that the floppies, Jesus Christ. Floppies, Freudian slip. The floppies didn't get outpaced at any time, so they did keep up with that. The only bad thing about this is that you have to be standing here the entire time. And just with 3 Lilines, that's a decent amount, 12,000 an hour. So, and we ended up getting about 90 honey. If you were going to work and you're one of the people that leave your game on and stuff, you know what? Fine, I'll give you that. This would work for that. Other than that, this is just boring. The floppies did exactly what they needed to. They kept with the berries and everything. Let's also test this to see how well they do with this. Now, automation mining, no good. But maybe manual mining? We'll see. Well, they ended up keeping up with that pretty good. They kept up with the manual mining pretty good. No problem at all there. For the farming plots, I'd say they keep up pretty good. Automation mining, no. For manual mining, yes. And it seems like they pick up like full stacks too. So if it's all stacked up in one area, it doesn't matter how much it is. Let's try this. See if they pick up the whole thing. Yeah, it looks like they picked up the whole stack. Yeah, they did. They'll pick up full stacks. That's pretty interesting. It didn't just pick up one little piece and drag it to me and go about it that way. It picked up the whole stack. So I guess that's a good thing. So to recap, automation mining, no, not at all. With the manual mining, yes, does very well. And with keeping up with the farms and stuff, yes, does very well. Did not get outpaced. So if you're gold farming, like some people are talking about that they're doing with the berries and everything and doing that whole situation, and then you can sell nails as well with the with manual mining, you can do that pretty quickly and get your dollars up pretty quick if you're into that stuff. But I am also going to be doing a video on a comparison of gold farming with berries and nails versus actual farming. So that's all that we got for this one. Keep your willy washed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.